What up? What up? What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Instant Replay Daily. It's your boy ACS solo tonight. Get a couple things started here. We're gonna talk about the college football playoff, the final, not the final, but the sort of pre-bowl game rankings came out. The regular season ending rankings, basically, for CF. People gonna take a look at those. Couple fan bases mad out there. It is what it is, bro. Welcome to my pain, son. When it happened last year and shit, right? When the Packers, or not the Packers, what the hell? I'm talking about the Dogs didn't make the playoff. Anyway, so we're gonna talk about that. And obviously, the NFL go over this past week scores real briefly. Get y'all ready for Monday Night Football. Which I mean, I'm pretty sure if you're just you're just a football fan in general, or you're a Cowboys or Bengals fan, you watching that game tonight. Otherwise, you may not be watching football. I mean, the two teams are. It's probably gonna be a great game. That normally is the ingredients for an absolutely phenomenal game is when it's like two teams that probably ain't gonna make the playoffs, or probably aren't gonna make the playoffs. And yeah. So anyway, that's what's coming up Monday Night Football. But again, the rankings came out yesterday. College football playoff rankings dropped yesterday, 12 noon. I was awake watching that shit when it came out just to check it out. I sort of started watching the pre-shows and it's hearing all these scenarios people were talking about. It's just like after a while, it's like, okay, let's just get to this thing. And obviously, look, man, real quick, Dogs, SEC championship game Saturday. I think they're destined to give me a heart attack before this season's over with. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now that shit was another overtime game. It didn't go 8. But it was still overtime. We pulled it out against Texas. Obviously the biggest news from that game is Carson Beck was injured, hurt the elbow right last play before halftime, and then we had to finish the second half with Stockton. Dude with no experience almost came in, played pretty well, man. Played pretty well. Was able to keep us afloat enough to where we won the game, right? That's all you can ask for, just the dub. We don't care about statistics. We care about dubs in this bitch, right? Once you get to this point, of the season, let's just win. But you shouldn't be caring about stats at any point during the season. But sometimes you see it happen. Sometimes you see it happen. As far as hold on, give me a second. Let's see. Yeah, George's Beck has an elbow injury. No timeline set. So we'll see right there. As you can see, George's Beck. Carson Beck, so they ain't said shit about it. They probably ain't gonna say nothing, considering we got like 3 weeks till our next game. We don't even know who we're playing yet, right? As we're gonna take a look at that bracket in a second, but take a look at the scores from Saturday, the conference championship games that happened real quick. Let's go this right here. Pause this. UNLV, Boise State. Obviously, Boise State won that, got themselves a spot in the playoff. You know what I'm saying? The Tulane Army. 35-14. The AAC is not one of those automatic bid conferences. Therefore, neither one of these teams is in the playoff. You know what I'm saying? So, well, no, they said the highest ranked conference champion. So, like, if one of these teams had been like higher ranked than, say, Clemson, then that would have been crazy as hell. Clemson wouldn't have been in there. Anyway, on Penn State, Oregon, saw that game, pretty high scoring. Could see a rematch of this at some point in time. I don't know if that's ever going to happen, considering that Penn State has a very tough opponent coming to their house the first round of the playoff, right? As then Georgia, Texas, obviously I told you overtime, first overtime game in SEC championship game in history. Insane game, insane. And so was this one, Clemson, SMU, insane. Clemson pulls it out at the end. They tied that thing up with not much time left, and then the ensuing kickoff return was like 40 yards, which put Clemson pretty much right into field goal range right off rip. As soon as SMU tied that thing up, right? They put them in field goal range. They kicked this 50-something yard field goal, 56, I believe, to win the game, the ACC championship, which puts them in. Obviously, they come in at the final seed in that thing. Dabo Swinney was, talking about after the game how he think they deserve to get a bye. Didn't think that was going to happen. Not when your record is 10-3. So I didn't think that was going to happen at all. Anyway, Iowa State, Arizona State. Obviously, Arizona State destroyed them, which is what put them in the top 4 of the playoff. I'm considering. And so, yeah, so this is what happened Saturday, which is to give the committee and all of those folks that are involved in that thing a last few games to make some decisions on some of these spots that are supposed to be in the playoff. I mean, obviously, some of these cats were standing there regardless of win or loss over the weekend. So there that is. So anyway, let's take a look. College football playoff brackets, right? Clemson at Texas. All right, Clemson at number 5, Texas, December 21st, 4 p.m., which is a Saturday. The first round, all three games, three of the games are on that Saturday, the 21st, and then the one game, which we'll get to in a second, is going to be on Friday, the 20th. Let me make sure that's right. I might be tripping. Yeah, 21st is a Saturday, 20th is Friday. Okay, let's good. All right. Anyway, so Clemson at number 5, Texas, 4 p.m., right? And the winner of that takes on Arizona State on New Year's Day. A good game. See, this is interesting, right, with the playoff, because when you going to see them two teams play? When? Like, I can't even remember any kind of recent memory where they played each other. And I probably didn't. I just can't remember. But again, I'm a Georgia fan, not a Texas or a Clemson fan. So I would be more knowledgeable if I was. But again, I don't think that they've played recently at all. So then the winner of that will take on Arizona State in the Peach Bowl, which is going to be at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. All right, let's go down. Next one, 8 p.m. on December 21st, Tennessee at number 8, Ohio State. Again, when you see these teams playing, man, win. Right? If it was Alabama, it'd be a different story because they played each other in national title games in recent years, but this is different. Tennessee at Ohio State. The winner, which could be a rematch. Look, Ohio State definitely shouldn't be I heard something interesting today too. Kirk Herbstreit was saying that Ohio State probably didn't want to play this game at home. They didn't want a home game because their crowd is very discontent with their team right now and their coach. And so they feel like there's going to be a lot of booing. The first time they don't get a third down, a lot of booing in Ohio State. And probably true. I think that they if they lose this game against Tennessee, they're going to be calling for Ryan Day's head on a platter, homies. Like that is probably a for sure thing that's going to come from Ohio State fans. Now, as far as their athletic department goes, if that's what they choose to do, I don't know. But I mean, maybe too, man. Ohio State might be tired, man. To lose to Michigan 4 years in a row, bro. That is the most important game in the Ohio State schedule, and the most important task for any Ohio State coach and Michigan coach is to beat the other one, right? So, Tennessee coming to Ohio State. I'm sure, they shouldn't look past this game, obviously, but they probably want another shot at Oregon since Oregon is the one who the first L they took this season, right? So, anyway, the next game, that's it. All right, and at 12 p.m. at noon on December 21st, right? You got SMU going to number 6 Penn State, right? Again, when these teams playing? when would you see these teams playing? Excuse me, to get dry. Dry as hell up here, man. It's cold and dry in Georgia, bro. Well, I mean, it's raining heavily right now, like heavily raining. But as far as like the air and shit, it's just SMU Penn State. So this is where the controversy sort of popped in. If you are pay attention in any way, shape, or form, because that last spot was potentially. Now that's all you heard all day yesterday, leading up to the selection show, was that the last spot was either between Alabama and SMU, and you just had to go from strength. The one thing in defense of Alabama was the teams that they played, the strength of their schedule, the strength of their competition, which is very, very, way stronger than SMU, right? But SMU had the 2 losses, right? But one of them was fresh on everybody's mind Saturday night against Clemson, right? What happened, man? Oh, you talking about today? I ain't even look at. Hold on, I ain't even look at. What happened? Excuse me. But yeah, so that was the final thing, right? And I think the guy from the committee came on after the picks were made and literally pretty much said that Alabama's the losses is what hurt them, right? I mean, look, SMU, I don't think will ever have a schedule like Alabama did. Like, it's a strong schedule. I mean, no, and they have quality wins. They beat us. They beat Georgia, right? So you can't deny that. But I think what the committee was saying was, look, man, you can beat Georgia all day. You can beat whoever all day. But when you only score 3 points against a not good defense in Oklahoma, you ain't getting in here, bro. I think that's basically what they said. You lose to Vandy, and then you turn around and only scored 3 against Oklahoma. And let's be clear, that all 3 of Bama's losses were on the road this season, right? All 3 of them on the road. So this game is going to be on the road. So and one thing I tell you, man, and nobody will committee, or you'll never hear anybody say it on the committee, and it's you'll never hear anybody say it on TV either. But I'll tell you right now, it's not just the committee wants the 12 best teams. They want the 12 teams that ain't going to make them look bad. All right? The committee don't want to be the ones to put a team in there that gets absolutely clip-clapped round one of the playoffs, and then now they look bad. They look like they put the wrong team in. So I think they were considering that. And look, man, again, all three of Bama's losses were on the road this season. This game's going to be on the road. So if you would have put them there going to Penn State, now, do I think Bama could beat Penn State? Absolutely. Absolutely. I hadn't seen enough of SMU this season to say that. So I do think Bama could have went to Penn Sate and won. But again, the committee was like, yo, man, you can't be losing to Vandy and Oklahoma and scoring at 3 points, man. And 3 point, like if they had only scored like 10 against Vanderbilt or something like that, then they wouldn't even be in the conversation at all, I don't think, because they look at stuff like that. Obviously they do, because you see SMU has got their final spot. So number 11 SMU at number 6 Penn State. Also this year, one of the most confusing things about this is like when you see teams like Clemson, like their actual ranking is like 16. Like it doesn't. So next season, I think what they're going to do with this, hopefully, is they're just going to seed the teams regularly. Don't seed them all stupid like they are now. Like just seed them. Like in other words, so it doesn't give up this much of confusion. And then the final spot in the first round, Indiana at number 7, Notre Dame. Notre Dame put a picture up this weekend of their stadium. It looks like it's covered in snow. Look like they want to have that snow game at home. So they will get a home game against Indiana, which is in-state rivalry game. As crazy as that is, you hardly see these teams play. And the winner of that game, I forgot to say, the winner of this game will see Boise State in the Fiesta Bowl. And the winner of the Indiana-Notre Dame game will travel down to the Sugar Bowl and play against Georgia. So here's your matchups, first round of the college football playoff. A lot of people not satisfied. A lot of people satisfied. It is what it is. This is the first year with 12. There was going to be some stuff, and I'm sure after this season, in the off season, they're going to put some things in place to where maybe this thing is a little bit easier to navigate, right? Because it is a little bit. If you were, you're just saying, well, God, my team only did this. Why is it? Hey, man, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. I'm sure there's a lot of Ole Miss fans out there, South Carolina fans that are like, yo, we should have got a spot in there too. Hey, man. He might have said you didn't deserve one, but obviously they were looking at things differently here, right? And so, yeah. Also Kirby, man, Kirby, relax, bro. Kirby, my coach, man. Kirby smart, be talking mad shit to folks, man. He talking shit to the SEC commissioner because of our schedule this year. We had to go on the road so many times to so many hard teams. I'm like, bro, chill before we have to do that shit twice as much next season, right? Chill, talking shit to the committee, bro. We trying to keep it. We trying to stay fresh up there, man. You gonna piss them off, and let's see. Let's get to some of these. Panthers running back Brooke suffers torn ACL. Yo, what's good, bro? Yeah, man, heartbreaking for your boy, but yeah, good game. Let's get to some of these. All right, let's take a look, y'all. Let's go back over the week 14 scores. My picks weren't too bad, I don't think. Let me make sure I got them all down, right, because as you know, Bengals Cowboys coming up in just a few hours on Monday Night Football. All right, so shit, I didn't have it up there. So yeah, Bengals Cowboys coming up just a bit, Monday Night Football. Let's see, what is it? They ain't got no odds on here or nothing. Nah, they say they don't with those two teams. That shit wild. So let's see what I pay. All right, so yeah, man. First game, Packers Lions, man, right off rip. Thursday Night Football. Was highly anticipated. Great game. Look, I don't know what to say. Lions are great. Lions football team is great. You can't find many more ways to win than they have this entire season. It's going to be interesting to see going forward. They do have the Buffalo Bills this weekend, which is going to be a very tough game. As a matter of fact, that game better be a prime timer. It's probably not, though. It's probably a 1:00 game, and it's like, it's going to fall, like you get hidden like a diamond in the rough. But Lions, Bills this weekend, it's gonna be good. Anyway, no, Packers Lions. Look, Lions good. I don't know what else to say about my team. I feel as though we're gonna get to the playoffs and get bounced round one. There was no excuse for that. There were so many 5 to 10 yard plays the Lions ran that we just could not stop. They did it 3 times in a row. You got Gibbs running towards the flat 5 yards, and then he just cuts back in, and there's nobody there ever. They did it like 3 or 4 times. They did it like, I'm serious. Amon St. Brown did it too. Took off right there at the screen. Just took one step to the middle of the field. Nobody there. Touchdown. Like they just kept doing that shit, and the Packers could not stop it. And I think hey, look, Matt LaFleur said it great. Matt LaFleur after the game, coach of the Packers, said literally straight up, we're not a good football team, and we are not. The records, we're 9-3, and a lot of Packers fans will relax. The only teams we lost to are these really good teams, and blah blah blah. Hey man, what kind of teams you think we playing in the playoffs? Packers fans, we playing good teams. We got to beat some of these teams, man. And so I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm at a crossroads right now. I mean, I know the Packers are gonna. It's a 4:30 game Sunday against the Bills, at least as of right now. Yeah, it might not be too early to flex that, man. Let's see. They normally flex them. Oh, but let's take a look real quick. I hate to cut away from this one. Let me go up. Let me see who has let's see who has the primetime games next weekend. Then we'll see if they're gonna flex that thing. Let's see. Bills at Lions. Damn, that's gonna be a fucking game. So Sunday Night Football is Packers at Seahawks. They probably ain't gonna flex that one out. And you know what I've been realizing this season too is see, this is on CBS. So what I've been realizing, seeing a lot of this season, is you used to see a lot more of these games get sort of flexed toward the end of the season. And then Monday night is Falcons Raiders. See, that's probably one that they would flex out, considering the two teams and the records of the two teams and how they're both playing right now, right? No disrespect, but that's just how there's 2 Monday night games. Oh shit, 2 of them. Bears, Vikings too? Bruh. What I've been realizing so far this season is these networks don't want to give up these games. So normally when you would have, just like Lions Packers last week, right? That was no. Damn, when was it? It was a Packers 49ers game that happened a couple weeks ago, and there was another game that Fox had where Fox is like, yeah, you can't have our game. So in other words, normally where the flex would happen, but the network has to agree, like y'all can have this game for Sunday Night Football, and then Fox is like, nah, bro, we want our viewers. I don't blame them. So yeah, this is probably not going to get flexed. It's just going to be a whole ton of people watching. That's probably not the best one on the slate for damn early games. Anyway, let's go back. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna. Yeah, they probably ain't gonna flex that one, man. Come on, bro. This ass be killing me. So anyway, yeah, no. Again, like Packers Lions. Like I don't know. As a Packers fan, I do certainly feel like I no problem making the playoffs, but I do not know how long we're gonna last once we get there. Too many unknowns. I thought I had a sort of the grip on the pulse of the team until last week, and literally that bully move at the end, straight bully move, straight up. We gonna take this 4th down, and y'all can't do shit about it, and we couldn't do shit about it. So back to the drawing board for the green boys in green and yellow, man. Back to the drawing board, man. It ain't gonna matter how many regular season games you win to make the playoffs if you get in there and get bounced the first fucking game. So, and that's what I feel like our luck looks like right now. It's just not good. LaFleur, again, Matt LaFleur, Coach LaFleur said it best. He literally said, we're not a good football team right now, and we are not. So let's see how we rebound and bounce back. We got the Seahawks, which is that's not even a joke right there. The Seahawks is a good game, bro. The Seahawks is going to be a game this weekend, right? So Sunday Night Football too. All right. Anyway, we'll let's roll back. Jets Dolphins. Jets give up another one. They took this one to overtime and still lost. It's crazy as hell, man. Some of these games I thought the Jets would be winning, but hey, it is what it is. Falcons, Vikings. It might be time for Michael Penix Jr., y'all. It might be time for Michael Penix Jr. in Atlanta right now because Kirk Cousins, past 3 games, 0 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, and they've lost like 4 or 5 games in a row. This is not they were leading. Now they've lost the lead in the NFC South. They literally had the NFC South in the chokehold, and now they've lost all these games, and the Bucs have caught up to now lead that division, even though they lost to the Falcons twice already this year. So and the Vikings continue to play good. All right, the Vikings. It's crazy. I will say this stat: between the Lions and the Packers and the Vikings, we've only lost 3 games outside of our division all year. We only each team only has 1 loss outside the division. All the rest of our losses this season, these 3 teams have come from inside the division. So, and of course, the Lions don't have any division losses. That's why they only got that one to the Bucs that they gave up week 2. And all right, Saints Giants. You see the score right there. Giants. It's about time to go ahead and start selling all them spare parts on your team. Rebuild that thing, baby. Let's see, Panthers, Eagles, good game. Bryce Young playing good. He had a little pick down there at the end, sort of seal it. But hey, kids still learning. They took the Eagles to the ringer. Also, the Eagles. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all won the game. I thought that's what mattered in this league is dubs, right? Not stats, not catches, not all of that shit. It's dubs, right? I thought that's what that was the main focus. Why players start getting together, a few weeks after the season ends to practice together. I thought that was the reason why, what I'm saying, you draft and you do all this research for the draft and you do all this off-season workouts and training and training camps and mini camps and all. I thought that's why we did all of those things, right? Was to win for W's, right? Eagles won. And then they was on the sideline and all in press conferences after the game acting like they just lost their 7th straight game. Selfishness, y'all. They probably thought they was going to sashay off into Carolina or Carolina was just going to be this easy run over, and they weren't. They literally had to push this game to win this thing in the 4th quarter. But again, I thought that's all that mattered was W's when you in sports, right? W's. When you win a game and you still got players talking shit on, in press conferences afterwards, there's a problem there because then that means the focus isn't just getting W's. So we'll see what happens with that. Browns Steelers. Pretty good game, Jameis. He does his thing out there, but Russell Wilson, they playing some good football, man. And one thing I want to say, though, is welcome back to the love of football, Russell Wilson. Welcome back to the love of football, Russell Wilson, right? So Russell Wilson shouts out, look, we all know what happened. He was a great quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks, you know what I'm saying? And I think he felt he wanted to be Russ wanted to cook. And that really wasn't the game plan in Seattle. They were a running football team, and they let Russ do the thing with the play action and things of that nature. He wanted something different, so he goes to the Broncos. And I'll say this: I think when he went to the Broncos, probably as soon as he did that video for the Broncos, where my boy V says it best. That's right. That's right. As soon as he did that and said, "Let's Broncos Nation, let's ride." Russ lost love for football, man. I don't know what happened between now and coming to the Steelers. We all know how it ended in Denver, but now it looks like he loves football again, and that's good for the game of football, man. To see Russ cooking like that, man. He out there balling, right? Of course, if you're a fan of another team in this division in the AFC North, you're probably like, man, fuck Russ. But hey, look, I just want to say that. Welcome back to the love of football, Russell Wilson. It's good. It's always good when everybody who plays football loves football, man, and you can see it in their play, right? So there's that. Russell Wilson shouts out, man. Shouts out. Anyway, Steelers, look, 10-3, not a fluke. I learned something today, too. That's wild. Mike Tomlin's never won Coach of the Year. This might be it right here. I'm going to tell you that right now, buddy. The decision when they had a winning record to go from Justin Fields to Russell Wilson, when everybody was like, no, what are you doing? And look how it's turned out for him. One of the greatest coaching decisions I've ever seen in my time. Right up there with Nick Saban, bringing in Tuscaloosa Tua in the second half of the national championship game. Fuck you, Nick Saban. I remember that shit, you punk bitch. Anyway, Raiders, Bucks game down there in Tampa. But again, like I said, Buccaneers, man. Buccaneers say, we took our licks. Remember, they're the only team this season to beat the Lions, bro. The only team to beat the Lions. And they almost pulled it off last year. Baker threw that pick in the divisional round of the playoffs, which sent the Lions to San Francisco or whatever. But yeah, Raiders, Bucks, man. Bucks winning. Jaguars, Titans. Okay, there's enough said about that game. Seahawks got to get the Seahawks, man. 8-5 team, bro. 8-5. They just won. This is gonna be big. This is big right here. This is massive for the NFC seeding, man. As far as when it comes to us, because they're already leading their division. It looks like they might win that thing. I mean, the Rams might have something to say about it at 7-6, but yeah, I don't know. Cardinals probably out of that thing. 49ers, let's see, 6-7. I don't know, man. You might not be seeing the 49ers in the playoffs this season, man, to be honest. But Seahawks playing good, so we play them. That's another reason why they're not going to flex this game out. This is huge implications, playoff implications for the NFC Sunday Night Football. All right, Bills, Rams. All right. Hey, man. This game was insane. Puka Nacua had 4 touchdowns, bro. 170 receiving yards. This is some football you like to see, right? Bills, Rams. Let's see if your Lions, homie, can if y'all can put up these kind of, and that's possible. That is very possible to see these kind of numbers from that Lions-Bills game coming up this weekend, which, that's going to be insane. But anyway, look, the Rams, and again, we've been talking about Stafford on this show all season long. Stafford be out here balling, bruh. Balling, right? So I kind of fully expect, like, if the Seahawks win that division, the Rams will probably get a wild card out of that thing, man. Probably, right? Probably. So that's what I see. Maybe. Anyway, and that's another thing, man. Packers better get it up. I'm telling you, let's start letting these teams that we had left in the dust with that strong start, and then now they're catching up, man. Hell, we had left the Seahawks in the dust. Now they're catching up because we continue to lose games, bro. Killing me, man. Killing me. Bears, 49ers. Talked about that one. Bears got demolished, bro. That was a bad one right there. I only saw a couple of the highlights, and I was like, man, that was rough. Chargers, Chiefs. Again, Chiefs find all these different ways to win these games. It's absolutely insane. If you didn't see it, they got the thing down there. Got in field goal range, first of all, right? Chargers defense let them get in field goal range. Little slip up there. And then they kick a field goal that literally hits the upright and bounces through the uprights. How? So, again, the Chargers and the Chiefs game yesterday, the Chiefs wrapped up their division already, so it's done. The two teams already wrapped up. The Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills have both wrapped up their respective divisions already in this thing. And so, yeah, man. Let's see, Titan. Oh, yeah, who won that game? Let's see if I got that right. Who'd I pick? Titans. Nah, I lost. That's what that is. See, but Steelers, bro. Yeah, pick the Eagles. Okay, Giant. All right. I be pulling for the Panthers, man. Like, unless they playing, every time I see the Panthers playing for somebody, I'll be pulling for them. Just see Bryce Young, like, you know what I'm saying? Just see that confidence boost go up, you know what I'm saying, as he continues to learn things. And of course, teams on the bye this week, 6 of them, which was insane. I think that many damn teams on bye, man. Who knows? Anyway, let's take a look at this fantasy real quick. Obviously, here's the week so far. I'm beating on 187, 129 to 98. Jesus Christ, he must have a lot of people not even playing right now. 101 to, let's see, who's in number? Okay, so 187, you still in what, first place, man? Still in first? I mean, obviously, the week ain't done yet. You know what I mean? Look at me. I'm going to jump up here to the 6 wins, though, hopefully. But, yeah, man. I made a couple. I for the first time in a while, I was like really on my fantasy teams like at like noon on Sunday, trying to make sure I got them things right so I could win a couple. Even though I think in all 3 of my fantasy teams, I'm not making the playoffs in either one of those. So there's that information. So yeah, as you can see the standings right here. 187. You got Jonathan. You got V right there. You got PJ in the top 4 spots, looking like the playoff teams right there. And then of course you got me down there in 9th spot, looking like no postseason for your boy, right? To get the 3rd. Let me get in that 3rd place bracket. You know what I mean? Let's see the breakdown. Overall, okay, 77 and 40. Okay. All right, yeah. So anyhow, that's pretty much the show today, y'all. Not much out there. Again, Thursday night football coming up this week as we take a look. Let's take a look. Rams, 49ers. That's very interesting right there. Thursday night football about to be popping, bruh. And Levi, again, Stafford is playing some MVP type football this season, to be honest, man. Just to be honest, right? I forgot to mention with the Eagles, Saquon continues to run that thing. We'll talk about it close. He's getting closer to sort of the single season record. We'll see if he ends up breaking that, or we'll see if he ends up getting sacked toward the end of the season. I don't think he is, because I think all of these NFC teams, like they're at the top, they're probably going to need to play all 17 games. I just feel like that's just going to be a necessity to lock up that number 1 spot, especially if the Eagles and the Lions keep winning. And again, a big game for the Lions this weekend. Big game in Detroit, though. So we'll see what happens with that. Obviously, the Buffalo Bills have no problem playing on turf inside of a dome, because you see how many points they put up in at SoFi yesterday. So we'll see, man. We'll see. But again, Thursday night football. The show will be live. We'll go live 7 p.m. right before, an hour and something before the game. But Rams, 49ers coming up. And yeah, man, that's pretty much the show, you guys. Appreciate it. I know short one this week. Obviously, when it's me by myself, it's going to be a little bit of a shorter show. But damn, my picks, man, were just terrible, man. 1, 2, 3, 4. So far, I only got 5 wrong, though. So we'll see. Wait a minute. I think I got 6 wrong. Let me take another look. Yeah, I did. I picked the Giants. They got clapped. All right, anyway, all right, you guys. Hey, I appreciate everybody who watched, everybody who tuned in and stuff, man. All your feedback and things of that nature. I appreciate y'all. And y'all, hey, look, I'm loving this thing. Football season is coming to a close. Sucks, but hey, man, it's the greatest sport of all time, bro. In my personal opinion, I love football more than anything else. I love to watch football. I love to break it down and talk about it because it's the greatest team sport of all time, man. It just is. It just is. Also, if you haven't noticed, on Georgia Sports Central every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time, it'll be your boy on IE Sports Radio talking Georgia sports. This week's going to be a doozy, man, talking about Georgia getting in and also talking about them Falcons and that losing streak and all them picks Kirk Cousins throws. So, and the Hawks too, man. Hawks really they got clapped up by the Nuggets the other day, but they're still in the NBA Cup. So there's that. Anyway, all right, hey, we'll see y'all later. You guys take it easy and be back on Thursday night. Peace out.